Number 10. Pete Davidson and Kim Kardashian. One fateful night in October 2021, Kim Kardashian hosted Saturday Night Live and starred alongside Pete Davidson in a sketch parodying Aladdin. While the two may have played lovers on stage, even sharing a brief kiss during the scene, the romance continued long after the curtains were drawn, as Kim claimed the kiss gave her a little zing, and a month later her and Pete started being regularly seen together in public, and eventually revealing that they were in fact dating for about 9 months. They were traveling, they were shopping, and raising Northwest, Kim's daughter. Pete even got a tattoo at one point to show his loyalty to the family union, which sounds hardcore for some, but for Pete it's just another Tuesday. All of this is coming off the heels of Kim's recent divorce from rapper Kanye West, which left the three as targets of a media frenzy, and having every moment of their drama posted online for the world to see. After 9 months, the couple split and Pete started dating someone new, but that didn't last very long, as at this year's Met Gala, Kim and Pete had a reunion on the red carpet, and Pete was reportedly seen staring longingly into Kim's eyes as they spoke about their feelings, and he spoke about nothing but vibes between the two. That's cute. But these two getting back together is definitely in the near future. Here's hoping that it's 10 months this time. Number 6. MGK and Megan Fox. Megan and Machine first met in March 2020 on the set of the indie thriller Midnight in Switchgrass. The production was shut down after 2 weeks because of, the world at the time, but long after the camera was cut, the two were still keeping in touch, spending a majority of their downtime together and developing a solid relationship. Sort of. You see, Megan was technically married at the time to her husband of 10 years, Brian Austin Green, but was quarantining separately from him. Green posted on Instagram 3 days after Megan's birthday that the pair had in fact been on a break since December of 2019. Their relationship had been rocky from the get-go, being married and divorced twice in 10 years, but that rocky road seemed to lead to MGK as well, as the pair got engaged just under 2 years after meeting. But things took a dramatic turn for the worst in February 2023 when over Super Bowl weekend, Fox suddenly unfollowed MGK's social medias and removed almost all of the photos of them together. She also posted on Instagram, quoting a Beyonce lyric, "You can taste the dishonesty, it's all over your breath," from the artist's 2016 Lemonade song, Pray You Catch Me. Many fans began speculating that there may have been some kind of cheating situation, or that the pair were simply about to split up and never look back, but Fox eventually deleted her post and revealed to insiders that the pair had a fight over the weekend that left them questioning the relationship. The pair are still very much on and off in terms of their relationship, and while they keep in touch and are still trying to work things out, Megan has stopped wearing her engagement ring, so that can't be a great sign. Number 8. Shawn Mendes and Camila Cabello. The pair first met in 2014 when Cabello, a member of the group Fifth Harmony, and Shawn Mendes were opening acts for singer Austin Mahone on his tour. They were often seen backstage engaging in intimate conversations, with Cabello claiming that Mendes was one of the only people on that tour that would ever actually come up and say hi to her. Following the tour, the pair kept in touch, sparking relationship rumors that would continue for about 4 years. They would often post videos of themselves covering love songs together, as well as several photos suggesting that they were always going on excursions or just spending a lot of their free time together. But it wasn't until 2019 that the pair would be spotted by TMZ holding hands and kissing in public at a 4th of July party, and the confirmation was clear. They were inseparable for almost 2 years, posting hundreds of photos of their adventures together and an excess amount of PDA as well. Like, guys, calm down. When suddenly in November 2021, the couple announced that they would be ending their romantic relationship, but that their love for each other as humans was stronger than ever. Okay, whatever that means. 3 months later, Camila revealed the breakup was the result of shifting priorities professionally, but maybe a little breather was all they needed, since at Coachella in 2023, they were seen making out, seemingly back together, or possibly stirring a toxic pot of getting back with your ex when you know it's a bad idea. Don't do it. Just don't do it. Number 7. Will Smith and Jada Pinkett Smith. The Smith family has been at the top of the news storm recently after it was announced that Jada Pinkett Smith's Facebook talk show Red Table was being cancelled. One topic that was brought up on the series before its cancellation was the revelation of an entanglement, whatever that means, between Pinkett and singer-songwriter August Alsina during a brief break the couple took in the early 2000s. Pinkett was quick to bounce back though after breaking up with Will, entangling with August, and then eventually getting back with Will to continue their marriage. Now, it's not all sunshine and rainbows though, as the couple still has marital issues to this day. They've been thrown even further under the bus by their own kids, Willow and Jaden, who have called the pair out on their lack of proper parenting skills and for essentially leaving them to their own devices growing up. Together, Jada and Will carry around a dark storm cloud of negativity and spread it to everyone they interact with. So better bring an umbrella, guys. Number 6. Tommy Lee and Pamela Anderson. This bad romance started in the early 1990s when the two first met at a nightclub, and 6 weeks later they flew to Cancun for a weekend getaway of wholesome family fun, I'm sure, only to be married to each other 96 hours later. Their romance quickly soured, however, when they returned to California to find that a scorned electrician, Rand Gunther, who had recently been fired from a job working for Lee, had procured a certain tape. This tape showed the couple being intimate together, and he wanted them to pay. Anderson and Lee filed a $10 million lawsuit to attempt to prevent the tape from being published, but the suit was eventually dropped. The couple have come clean in interviews, saying that not being able to do anything about the tape was adding way too much stress and frustration to their relationship, and the couple called it quits in 1998. They were on and off over the years, with Anderson even briefly being married to musician Kid Rock in 2007, and Rick Solomon, who was a champion poker player, in 2008. Pam and Tommy would eventually get back together towards the end of 2008, but even moving the family back in with Tommy wasn't enough, because the reunion was very short-lived, as the couple would call it quits for good about 2 years later. Number 5. Selena Gomez and Justin Bieber. J. Biebs and Selena were Hollywood's young golden couple when they first got together in 2009 after being introduced by their managers, following an interview with Justin where he admitted that Gomez was his celebrity crush. It appeared that the feeling was mutual though, as later on that year on New Year's Eve, Justin appeared in Las Vegas serenading Gomez with his song One Less Lonely Girl, and cuddling up as he did it. Initially though, it seemed like Justin was simply viewed as her best friend, seeing as she once said that she felt like Justin's big sister. Well, in 2010, they were spotted together on a date, and the rest is media storm history. Their relationship became the talk of the town. He even rented out the Staples Center just so the two of them could be alone together on a date. Despite the romantic gestures, Bieber had reportedly started cheating on Selena, and they split. But Gomez is a forgiving type, and the pair have continuously been on and off again for nearly a decade. At one point, they even got back together and moved into the same apartment, only to break up again. Like, immediately. You guys know how hard it is to rent a U-Haul these days? Number 4. Miley Cyrus and Liam Hemsworth. Miley admitted to dating her co-star from the film The Last Song in 2010, but the romance has been anything but picturesque. In June of that same year, Miley denied rumors that there had been a split taking place between the pair, but in August, the rumors had been confirmed. The couple was quietly on and off again a few more times before publicly announcing their reconciliation in April 2011. And in 2012, they were engaged, and all seemed to be back on track. But the bad news came in like a wrecking ball as the reports began surfacing of Liam Hemsworth cheating on Miley. Within a few months of the engagement, they announced that the couple had called the wedding off and has since maintained an air of secrecy about their exact relationship. But we have to wonder, does she still got that ring though? Number 3. Kourtney Kardashian and Scott Disick. Keeping Up with the Kardashians is a historical series in the world of reality television. For over a decade, fans have been able to watch the family grow, both literally and figuratively, with the addition of friends, family, and in this case, lovers. Scott and Kourtney's story began where all fairy tale relationships begin, at a famous friend's house in Mexico. In 2006, the pair attended a mutual friend's party at his home in Mexico. A photo from that night shows the two sitting together but nowhere near each other. Disick recounts liking Kourtney almost immediately, but that she wanted absolutely nothing to do with him. But something must have changed in between A and B, as the two appeared as a couple on the series premiere of the reality show in 2007. At first, the family was standoffish, claiming that Scott was immature and that his loyalty meant absolutely nothing. Kris Jenner, Kourtney's mom, even said in one episode that she knew Scott was cheating on her daughter. She just wasn't sure how to go about the situation. Now, Disick denies those claims and reaffirmed his love for Kourtney until he couldn't deny any longer because his sisters, Kim and Khloe, found a series of text messages on an old phone to someone named My Wife. The text revealed he had cheated on her while the family was staying in the Hamptons, and Kim Kim was furious for like a second. A year later, she would announce that the pair were expecting their first child together, seemingly making the whole cheating ordeal water under the bridge. But it didn't stop. Over the years, the couple has split and healed over and over and over, time and time and again, and at one point, Disick even entered rehab with the support of Kourtney, and he still cheated on her. In 2015, another round of allegations came out, and they split, only to get back together again, and then split, and then get back together again. And now they have 3 kids, and have been doing a good job as co-parents. But with Kourtney now married to a musician, Travis Barker, we've got to wonder, is she gonna pull a Scott on this man? Number 2, Gigi Hadid and Zayn Malik. In 2015, Gigi Hadid had just split up with boy band singer Joe Jonas and was on the search for a new man that she found in the form of Zayn Malik, a boy band singer. The One Direction singer took an interest in Hadid after standing in on a photo shoot that she was involved with. They spent a lot of time together and became very close. So close, in fact, that in 2016, Zayn would confirm that Gigi was in fact his current girlfriend. They made their first public appearance together at that year's Met Gala, cosplaying as a cyborg knight and the evil witch who rules the land. And not long after, the couple split, only to get back together 5 days later. 5 days. Seemingly back without problems, the couple continued to post lavish lifestyle pics and all seemed well until March in 2018, when the couple announced that they would once again be taking a break. But then the next month, they got back together, and then a month after that, they broke up again. Do you see the pattern here, guys? Take the hint, okay? The universe is clearly telling you something. Number 1, Charlie Sheen and Brooke Mueller. For those who don't know, Charlie Sheen is an actor. You may recognize his face from the show 2.5 Men, as well as his performance in the much-loved Scary Movie franchise. After he met Brooke Mueller, his life would forever be changed. The two got married in May 2008, and Mueller gave birth to a set of twin sons the following year. The couple seemed happy, and family life was on the horizon, until the couple got into a heated dispute in Aspen in 2009, and Charlie got handcuffed. He was charged with felony menacing, as well as third-degree assault charges and criminal mischief. Now, most of the charges were dismissed, and Sheen pleaded guilty to misdemeanor assault, so he received a sentence that included rehab, probation, and anger management. The couple filed for a divorce, but that certainly wasn't the end of their public fiascos, as they were constantly seen canoodling together and being romantic, despite the fact that Mueller was herself in and out of rehab as well.
And at number 10, Justin and Hailey Bieber. According to Justin, he and Hailey's marriage was entirely arranged, and even though it wasn't all that hush-hush, it was rather surprising for the husband of the pair to reveal that kind of tea. It came in the form of a joke many fans assumed was a cry for help during a March 2020 Ellen Friday interview. The singer took part in the sit-down with guest host Demi Lovato and addressed his personal realization of literally being set up with his now wife following her father, Stephen Baldwin, dragging Hailey to the Today Show in 2009. Upon explaining, Justin referenced their infamous first encounter at the morning show, detailing her dad dragged her out of bed in the morning and basically was like, you know, I think because she was raised Christian and I think they found out. I think it was an arranged marriage, I'm pretty sure. Looking back now, I'm like, it was definitely. Like, they set this whole thing up. He also mentioned that Hailey's Christianity played a big part in him meeting her family and getting the ball rolling. Quote, since she was raised Christian and she's like, oh, I want to introduce you to Justin and his mom, you know, have similar values and believe the same thing. We think you guys would be good friends. Demi, who seemed intrigued by the breakdown Justin was serving, later joked, well, mom, dad, if you're listening, it's time because I'm 27. Arrange it up. Before we break down the rest of today's list, be sure to smash that subscribe button if you're keeping up with BTS's top 10 countdowns. In at number 9, Miley Cyrus and Liam Hemsworth. Miley and Liam had a top secret island marriage back in 2018. Regarding the occasion, Miley uploaded a snap on Instagram of her and Liam embracing at their wedding, captioning the image of the now ex-spouses 10 years later. Because fans were in the dark about Miley and Liam's former nuptials ahead of the ceremony, there wasn't a lot of time in between to speculate what Miley would wear while walking down the aisle to give her hand to her then fiance. However, when the pictures dropped from the wedding event, it showed off Miley's appreciation for simple elegance, but also allowed her sexier, freer side she'd become known for to shine through. The Flowers singer-songwriter, her family, and her then husband all celebrated the occasion by posting snaps of the secret ceremony. Miley's gorgeous floor-length off-the-shoulder ivory Vivienne Westwood designed gown truly stole the show too. In at number 8, Blake Lively and Ryan Reynolds. An OK exclusive report from 2012 unfolded the events of Blake and Ryan's bank heist-like wedding. The pair shocked the whole industry when their surprise South Californian wedding in September was hidden from the public eye. The couple ensured no one knew about their big special day, as Ryan stressed to their wedding planner how important it was for them to keep things quiet. At New York's Martha Stewart Stewart wedding's bridal fashion week party, planner Tara Garrett informed OK about how exactly she made it work. Quote, "They made me sign paperwork. I think it's funny because Ryan always said, just pretend we're going to be heisting a bank and that's how serious it is. I said, yes sir." Tara also slipped in a quick joke which quipped, "Now I think I'm a professional. I can rob a bank, don't you think?" Even editorial director for Martha Stewart Weddings, Darcy Miller, further detailed, "I told no one. I didn't even tell my husband, anyone. I called them by a fake name. I still today call them by a fake name. I was with them yesterday and they were laughing. I got so paranoid about saying their name." For them, they really just wanted to have an intimate wedding, and I think that for us, we wanted to try really hard to maintain that. In at number 7, Elliot Page and Emma Portner. When Elliot and Emma tied the knot, their wedding ceremony was so discreet that fans were unaware of the big occasion until it was discussed via Instagram. Umbrella Academy actor Elliot recalled the events on the photo sharing platform that Wednesday, tagging his wife in the new post with the caption, "Can't believe I get to call this extraordinary woman my wife." After the news broke wind, a representative of Elliot confirmed the joyous news to People. Back in December 2020, Elliot, who was formerly Ellen, came out as trans while announcing their use of he/they pronouns. For their images on Instagram, one featured a photo of their joint hands and wedding bands against a white background. Before their marriage, Elliot initially started posting photos with the Canadian star on social media over that summer. In at number 6, Ashley Tisdale and Christopher French. Fans of High School Musical were shocked when Ashley and her current husband Christopher held a secret wedding back in 2014. They shared their vows to devote their lives to one another in a private Santa Barbara estate, and as per Radar Online, all the guests went to a secret location and shuttled to the estate at the time. The hush ceremony also served as a High School Musical cast reunion iconically. The majority of Ashley's co-stars, who she bonded with in her younger years through the franchise, were present. Actress, singer, and female lead of their franchise, Vanessa Hudgens, even took on the role of Ashley's maid of honor. Staying in tune with the trend of private celebrity weddings in more modern days, this couple was able to maintain the privacy of their nuptials, which is entirely how they had hoped for things to play out. According to a source, the event was very top secret. Ashley has been hyper-focused on keeping it a secret. She wanted it to be her day and didn't want it to be a circus. So when it came down to the arguably most important day of Ashley and Christopher's lives, the stars left no room for anything but maintaining their top priority, privacy. As per the same source, security was very tight. They took everyone's cell phones and electronics. In at number 5, Mila Kunis and Ashton Kutcher. Mila and Ashton even being in a relationship was a massive shock. So imagine fans' surprise when the still married couple first tied the knot. The spouses met and got well acquainted over the years from the time they've collectively starred in the hit series That 70s Show. However, they remained friendly up until 2012. It didn't take much longer for their engagement to follow in 2014 before they welcomed their first child, a baby girl, later that year. Then finally in 2015, the couple exchanged vows in a ranch on the outskirts of LA. And the craziest part? The guests weren't even aware of the location until a day prior. That's how tight-lipped the entire event was. The secret garden party was equally as private, with the festivities being held over the 4th of July weekend. According to a source who relayed information to People, the parents of two were already legally married, and the party merely served as a low-key gathering to ring in the joyous occasion with close friends and family. As they were surrounded by the most special people in their lives, the former 70s Show's co-stars discreetly did it big in Oak Glen, California, setting themselves up in a secluded area that sprawled across acres of botanical gardens, ponds, and apple orchards. The gated space served as a locked-off safety net for the couple, as according to its website, it only then recently opened up its available space for exclusive private events and weddings. Mila and Ashton stocked the Camp Cuckoo dubbed greenery with outdoor-themed activities, as a row of tents made home for a luxury campground for guests. In at number 4, Jason Momoa and Lisa Bonet. Jason and Lisa were dating for over a decade before they made things official. Despite speculation that the now ex-couple was already married as of 2007, it took them until 2017 to become legally married. The intimate celebration occurred in their Topanga, Californian home and held a lavish list of celebrity guests, including former co-stars like Michael Fassbender and Alicia Vikander, as well as Zoe Kravitz. Their hushed wedding happened after 12 whole years together, and while finally saying "I do," the two managed to hide the entire occasion. Surrounded by their most important family and friends, the couple's wedding was later reported by an insider. That source informed Us Weekly apparently they weren't officially married until then. Then, an additional insider reported to the same outlet that Lisa and Jason proceeded to purchase a marriage license that October, going on record for the LA County and County Clerk's office a single week before they tied the knot. After all that secret love, the pair called off their marriage in 2022, and no word has confirmed whether or not they have since remained divorced divorced or remarried. In at number 3, Cardi B and Offset. Fans seemed elated when the rapper ended up proposing to his female rapping partner back in October 2017. However, the rather open-up artist revealed that she and Offset were already married a month before. Even more, the wedding remained so off the radar that Cardi didn't even bother wearing a dress or makeup, something she formerly revealed in a lengthy tweet. Apparently, Cardi stepped forward to break the news after reports released suggestions that the couple, who was assumed to be merely engaged at the time, were actually spouses. Cardi set the record straight as she normally does and left fans in a bout of surprise over it. That October, concert goers were the first to see Offset drop on one knee and propose to the female rapper during a Philadelphia Power 99 Powerhouse show. However, as per reports and later confirmed by the stars, Cardi and Offset had already held a secret ceremony weeks before they put on a show for the audience. On September 20th. Once it was revealed, fans started piecing together how inseparable they seemed and how their joint interview and Rolling Stone cover made a lot more sense. More so, supporters wondered why the pair ever kept their marriage a secret in the first place. In at number 2, Jim Parsons and Todd Spiewak. 14 lengthy years finally bore witness to Big Bang Theory actor Jim tying the knot with his since husband Todd in 2017. The same-sex couple got married at New York City's Rainbow Room, and according to one of the guests, who was also a co-star of Jim's, Mayim Bialik, ceremony attendees were not allowed to use their cellular devices at the event. Posted on Instagram, Mayim captioned a cute snap of the newlyweds, "What a wedding, not a cell phone in sight. Everyone was so present," which sounds pretentious. "It was truly powerful for us all to just be there fully. Todd and at the real Jim Parsons, you are so loved. Also, hands down prettiest chupa ever. Seriously." And at number 1, Jodie Foster and Alexandra Hedison. Jodie has maintained her incredible need for privacy throughout the entirety of her acclaimed career. Factually, her sexuality remained a massive secret up until she presumably came out in her 2013 Golden Globes acceptance speech. She and her then girlfriend, Alexandra, got married a mere year after seriously dating in 2014. Their private ceremony was held over a weekend, confirmed by Jodie's representative. Back in October 2013, the pair were only seeing one another with labels, but they managed to keep their lips sealed shut about the relationship in general until way later on. Still married to this day, Jodie and Alexandra made their first public appearance together that same October during a Beverly Hills Performing Arts Gala at the Wallace Annenberg Center.
Starting off our list today at number 10, we have Selena Gomez and Zayn Malik. With Selena and Zayn Malik being spotted out enjoying a dinner date in New York City, many fans of the pop stars are very keen to know if a new romance is blossoming. With the news of Selena and Zayn coupling up spreading across social media like wildfire at the moment thanks to an exchange of texts that went viral on TikTok as one fan allegedly spotted the pair enjoying a meal together. One user who worked at the unnamed restaurant went on to say, "Tell me how Selena Gomez and Zayn just walked into the restaurant hand in hand making out and I seated them." With Zayn now following Selena back on Instagram, she would become one of the 18 people that the singer follows, which may be hinting they could be in a relationship. However, not all of Selena's fans are exactly happy about her new relationship with Zayn, as let's not forget his last relationship didn't exactly end so well, especially since there's been reports stating that he shoved Gigi Hadid's mother, and not only that, but the star has a history of violence, so it makes you wonder how this relationship might turn out. Number 9, Justin and Hailey Bieber. With everything going on with Hailey Bieber and Selena Gomez, it's been encouraging a lot of fans to urge the Canadian singer to split from his wife Hailey Bieber, as she isn't the nicest girl we all thought she was. With Justin becoming Hailey's support system through this hard time, it seems to be becoming a little too much for him, as he's known Hailey was really happy in the beginning when she made an effort to make amends with Selena, put all their drama behind them, with the feud becoming even messier thanks to fans hitting the internet to make a slew of allegations and going back in time to gather everything, which proves to make Hailey look like the bad guy. It's caused Hailey to fall down this dark path. Justin struggling with his own health problems, all of this drama with Hailey now has the star debating on if he should consider going into retirement from his career. But we can all hope if Justin does choose to leave his wife, let's hope he made her sign a prenup, because I wouldn't put it past her to take everything he has. Hey my little peaches, are you liking this video so far? If so, don't forget to give it a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel so you never have to miss on what we might just cover next. Coming in at number 8, we have Avril Lavigne and Tyga. Just after 2 years of being in a relationship, Avril Lavigne would break things off with her fiance Mod's son, and then be pictured out with Tyga, with the couple sparking dating rumors after they were spotted having dinner with several friends in Malibu. Avril would soon break off her engagement with Mod's son while he was on his music tour, with Mod being blindsided by Avril when the pair confirmed their relationship after they were spotted kissing during during Paris Fashion Week, they also went on to pose for the paparazzi as they made their way into a party, with the reports in the beginning stating that the couple were just friends and that the rapper allegedly had nothing to do with Lavigne and Son's split. Avril has now been seen moving on from her relationship with Maud's son and into a relationship with Tyga. Maud's son has been left feeling heartbroken about his relationship, and it's left the world wondering how long Tyga and Avril could have been seeing each other before she decided to leave her ex-fiance, especially since she would call off their engagement just 3 days after he left for his tour. Maud now taking to his Instagram to share his thoughts, he would say, "1 week, my entire life completely changed." Number 7. Kanye West and Bianca Censori. Australian Yeezy designer Bianca Censori was thrown into the spotlight back in January after headlines started to state that she married Kanye West in a non-legal binding ceremony. With Bianca's family being happy to hear about her news, it said that the pair held a private ceremony, and since, they have been spotted out in public wearing wedding bands. However, even with Kanye moving on from his ex-wife, that hasn't stopped people from pointing out his new bride is just another Kim Kardashian lookalike. And now that the pair are married, she has since been spotted out constantly looking identical to his ex Kim Kardashian. It makes you wonder if Kanye's making her his personal doll, or is she doing this to win over the controversial rapper's heart. And with reports, it would soon emerge stating that Kim Kardashian has been suspicious of her ex-husband's new wife, as before she even split from Kanye, she noticed that these two had a very strange, tense relationship. But either way, it's pretty weird that you marry someone you employ and then they start acting like Kim Kardashian. Number 6. Megan Fox and MGK. With all of the mess that happened during the Super Bowl with Megan Fox and MGK, the whole world has been wondering if the stars are still in a relationship, or did they actually split up? However, it seems like the couple is still together despite the cheating rumors, as it's been reported that they are currently still dating, they just aren't on speaking terms, whatever that means. As according to reports, she briefly shared a statement on social media to refute a lot of the theories that have been surrounding the current state of her relationship with MGK, after she came out to claim that there was no cheating involved and that she regretted making the whole thing so public because she was really upset in the moment. But at the end of the day, we all still wonder why the star is still with MGK. Clearly she still loves Shia LaBeouf, as she came out to say something about that recently, and let's face it, who dates MGK, especially since Eminem ended his career to the point he had to turn to acting and then punk rock music because the rap industry was like, see you later. Number 5. Khloe Kardashian and Tristan Thompson. Back in March, The Sun would publish an article where they would prove that Khloe Kardashian is back with her cheating baby daddy. And with the whole scenario, it makes us wonder what the heck Khloe is doing. With the pair's relationship being filled with infidelity, biggest bombshell of their on and off relationship would be dropped in June of 2021 when his personal trainer claimed that she was pregnant with Tristan's baby and that she would be suing him for child support. And when the kid actually turned out to be his, to make matters worse, Khloe even shouted out Tristan for being a good father, and fans would quickly come to slam Khloe for their relationship, as apparently Tristan doesn't even parent any of his other kids, and the only ones he does is actually Khloe's. With Khloe's sisters like Kim also becoming good friends with the star, inviting him out to attend their children's basketball games, proves Tristan is finally back in the family and that the pair are back together, but who knows how long until they split up again, and who might just split them up. Number 4. Blueface and Chrisean Rock. As Chrisean Rock and Blueface prepare to welcome a child together, we all can't help but point out that their relationship has some really toxic traits that prove that they would honestly be better off if they were to split up. With Blueface finally coming to the realization that he actually might be expecting a kid with his on and off again girlfriend, it has him wishing he never left his first baby mama. As from time to time, we've even seen the rapper go on Twitter and go into this massive rant about Chrisean, especially after she posted a photo of her baby bump, which has a lot of fans also wondering if she's pregnant because the photo looked a little sus. There's no debate when it comes to Chrisean's relationship, as it's now at its highest rocky point, and the fact that they are now dissing it out on Twitter, he has remained firm about doubting that he's even the father of her child. And even his mom believes Chrisean is faking her pregnancy. With Blueface seriously dissing the messy rapper, he's also gone to praise his ex-baby mother and how she was classy and how she presented herself in her last pregnancy and for not having weird men around her kids. However, one thing is for sure, Chrisean is pregnant with Blueface's kid, reported we're going to see a messy custody battle take place. Number 3. Bad Bunny and Kendall Jenner. Between the constant paparazzi, hate from all sides of the internet fandoms, and a new feud that threatens to tear them apart, I just have to ask if we think that Kendall Jenner and Bad Bunny even like each other anymore, because all this controversy surrounding them can't exactly be a fun situation to be in. Well, I mean, it's kind of interesting because I have something new to dive into for all of you. For the stars, it's definitely not a great situation to be in. And for Kendall, it seems like she isn't too happy about any of the drama surrounding her new relationship, and she's reportedly mad at Bad Bunny's new song, as part of his verse takes fire shots at Kendall's ex-boyfriend, Devin Booker. And he even took a dig at Kendall in the lyrics when he hinted that Scorpio women are dangerous. And I mean, that is true, but only when you double cross us. With Bad Bunny's lyrics only being mild, it's causing some issues between the pair, as Kendall is not impressed. Number 2. Kylie Jenner and Manu Rio. Just after splitting up from Travis Scott, Kylie Jenner sparked dating rumors after she was spotted looking a little too cozy with Spanish actor Manu Rios during Paris Fashion Week. While the two were spotted smiling and chatting while they sat front row of the show, fans would start going crazy over the idea, and they would start to speculate that there was some romance going on. And this would come just after Kylie revealed that she split from her baby daddy Travis Scott. The news would come after Travis was seemingly missing from Kourtney Kardashian's epic Christmas Eve party and Kylie's trip to Aspen over New Year's Eve. With Kylie and Travis sharing 2 children together, their split wouldn't really come to a surprise, as to many it seems like right now Kylie doesn't want to be in a relationship and she just wants to have a family. So whenever she wants another child, she gets back with Travis so then they can get loved up, have another child, and as soon as she gives birth, she kicks him out of the picture. It just seems like the star can't find the one, and because of that she takes advantage of her position with Travis, and when he needed her most this year, she was like, okay, bye. And coming in number 1 today, we have Madonna and Josh Popper. Back in March, Madonna started popping up all over the media headlines, and she went on to confirm her relationship with her 29-year-old rumored boyfriend, Josh Popper. Her relationship immediately started to face backlash, as Madonna is old enough to be the boxer's grandmother, as she's 64 years old. After the couple went on to pose for multiple photographs of themselves, Madonna seemingly hinted that there was romance brewing between the two. What makes their situation even more bizarre though is that apparently they only met after Josh started coaching one of her kids, and since getting together, the duo's relationship has been talked about all over town, especially since Madonna only just recently called it quits with her 23-year-old relationship to a 23-year-old who she got romantically involved with in September, which goes on to show that Madonna likes her men young and she isn't scared to push boundaries to stay relevant. Starting off our list today at number 10, we have Eden Polani. Leonardo DiCaprio has once again been romantically linked to a woman far younger than him, spawning everything from eye rolls to groans of disgust across the internet, as it's now been reported that he is reaching younger, as he ever has before, as now he's been linked to 19-year-old Israel model Eden. The dating rumors began to swirl as the actor attended the singer Ebony Riley's EP release party and was spotted sitting next to Eden. What's even more shocking is that the model bears a striking resemblance to other recent flame, Victoria Lamas, who he was spotted out with in December. It's still unclear if he's still romantically linked to Victoria, but a source did tell the New York Post he wasn't dating Victoria. Either way, he is old enough to be both of these girls' dads, and fans have been quick to call him out on Twitter for that fact, with one even saying Leonardo DiCaprio's new girlfriend was 12 when he won his first Oscar for The Revenant. And some have even suggested that Leonardo is dating so young in order to give himself more time with younger women before they pass their used by the date of 25 card. Number 9, Gigi Hadid. Back in September of 2022, US Weekly would confirm that Leonardo was dating the oldest woman he's ever dated in the last decade, Gigi Hadid. After an inside source told the media outlet that Leonardo has always had a soft spot for the model, the source would also go on to note that the actor was so smitten with the model because he thought she was really beautiful, but also a wise and cool character who has a very cultured and educated take on life. The insider would then also explain that both Gigi and Leo had had a ton of mutual friends, and everyone was happy to see them get together, even though it did catch a lot of them off guard. Another source would then tell people that the two were getting to know each other and that they were not dating. They were also seen hanging out with groups of people, and then it was only a few weeks and then they split, since he's been hanging out with his friends and family. The potential relationship would have marked a break in the actor's tradition of getting together with women under the age of 25, as Gigi was 27. However, the possible relationship didn't last long, and a source would tell Page 6 that neither wanted anything too serious, and Gigi just didn't have energy to run after Leo, as his routine was just too much for her. Hey my little peaches, are you liking this video so far? If so, don't forget to give it a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel. Coming number 8, we have Blake Lively. After Leonardo ended his 2-year relationship with Anne in 2011, at the age of 27, he didn't seem to be looking for anything too long term, and he jumped into a 5-month relationship with Blake Lively, who was just 24 years old at the time. The two first met when they both were on Steven Spielberg's yacht in Monte Carlo while they were in Europe for the 2011 Cannes Film Festival. Although their relationship only lasted 5 months, during the short period of time, they were both captured on romantic dates in Venice, Los Angeles, and New York City. Interestingly enough, Blake was actually still a student at the time when she began dating Leo, as she was studying abroad in France. Apparently also Leo was really impressed by Blake's skills in the kitchen, as she spent the whole time baking, and Leo's never dated a girl who can cook, probably because they're all babies. He was so smitten by the actress for this reason. Number 7, Cara Delevigne. Okay, so Cara Delevigne and Leonardo DiCaprio never dated. However, he did one time harass the model to go to his hotel room in 2013 at the ongoing 66th Cannes International Film Festival. Unfortunately, Cara made sure she wouldn't be another notch on his bedpost, despite Leo being bedded by some of the hottest supermodels. Back in 2013, an inside source would then reveal that Cara snubbed the Great Gatsby actor invite to a private party in his hotel room because she thought he was too old. Now, this probably hurt the actor's ego, as normally all he has to do is look at a girl and they fall at his feet. But apparently, Cara was having none of it, as he spent the whole night chasing after her, and essentially, she just blew him off. Another source would say Leo kept hitting on her at the Great Gatsby Bash at Cannes Festival, and he even lunged at her at one point, and she dodged him. He asked her to return to his hotel room, but she declined. Eventually, Cara did give him her phone number, but he still couldn't get her attention. Number 6, we have Camilla Morone. Seems like Leonardo finally swapped his casual dating life for something more serious when the paparazzi first started to speculate that he was dating model Camilla Morone back in 2017. With Camilla being true to his type, as she was a model and an actress, she was also 23 years younger than the actor. When the two got together, they were pictured traveling the world with each other and visiting US cities like Aspen, Colorado, and Miami, as well as international countries such as Italy and France. An inside source would then later exclusively tell US Weekly in 2018 that Leo has never loved a girl like this. After the pair adopted 3 dogs together in 2020, we actually all thought the actor was ready to settle down, but then in August of 2022, US Weekly would confirm that the couple called it quits after 4 years of being together, just 2 months after Camilla turned 25. This would then ignite the internet into this frenzy of memes that claimed Leo never dates anyone over 25, as he doesn't want to settle down. Number 5, Nina Agdal. Perhaps one of Leonardo's most high-profile relationships was when he was with Danish model Nina Agdal. During the couple's time together, they sparked wedding rumors, and they even were known to display in some very heavy public PDA. And they were even captured by the paparazzi as they attended yacht parties. Nina, being 17 years younger than Leo, was first romantically linked to Leonardo after they were seen vacationing with each other in New York and then the Bahamas. The two went on to date for less than a year, as they were with each other from July 2016 to May 2017 before calling it quits. A source close to the couple would then tell People magazine after they parted, they remained friends. The same source would then also reveal that it was Leo who broke things off, as he was not ready to settle down and he just isn't in the mindset to get married or have kids. Number 4, Kelly Rohrbach. Back in 2016, Leonardo DiCaprio was linked to Sports Illustrated model Kelly Roba. The two had a 16-year age difference and would split in 2016 after only a few months of dating. A source would then tell people that the decision to part ways was mutual, as they both had intense work schedules and a lot going on in their lives. The breakup would come just weeks ahead of awards season, as Leo was a top Oscar contender for his film The Revenant, and Kelly was actually about to take on her biggest role yet, as she filled Pamela Anderson's shoes as a lifeguard in the Baywatch reboot. While the former couple was never shy about showing some PDA, they were often seen kissing and holding hands while on outings, and they were first spotted together in June of 2016 when they were spotted out riding bikes in New York City. Number 3. Tony Garna. Tony Garna and Leonardo DiCaprio first started making headlines after they were first spotted taking photos together while walking the grounds and gardens of the France Chateau de Versailles. Together, the pair initially connected at the Cannes Film Festival, probably just after Cara Delevigne turned him down. Shortly after, they were then photographed together on a yacht when they were watching the Monaco Formula 1 Grand Prix. The romance then went on to last a year before the sparks between them fizzled out by December of 2014, when the Oscar winner was spotted at the Art Basel party in Miami, Florida at one table with other women, while Tony, who is a Victoria's Secret model, kept to herself. An observer would then tell people at the time that it was actually a pretty awkward moment, and the model then apparently broke off her relationship with Leo when he was spotted leaving a Miami nightclub with a gaggle of women. Number 2. Erin Heatherton. Erin Heatherton has slayed countless runways, magazine covers, and many Victoria's Secret catwalks, and dated Leonardo for 10 months back in 2011 before the couple ended up splitting in 2012, with both parties citing that their busy schedules were the reason for their split. Erin would then go on to say that she enjoyed the fact that she could throw herself back into her work. For his part, Leo has also thrown himself back into his work as he began shooting The Great Gatsby in Australia, followed by The Wolf of Wall Street in New York. When E! News asked Erin about her breakup, she told the outlet, "I'm having the best time right now. I couldn't feel more beautiful with all my friends. It's wonderful." A source then later promised the outlet that there was no bad blood between the exes and that they still cared a lot about each other. And coming in number 1 today, we have Lorena Ray. So back in 2017, it seems like Leonardo has been spending a lot of his time with German model Lorena Ray. Speculations about the two dating would then come after the two were photographed together in a series of hangouts, which included a party in Monaco. Then in July of that year, Lorena was among a group of people who the paparazzi caught soaking up the sun on a yacht in St. Tropez with Leonardo and his pal Toby Maguire. Lorena, who had been documenting her trips on Instagram, was also seen with Leo and friends in the Big Apple as they biked around the town. While his reps went on to shut down the rumor that the two were dating, they would acknowledge the fact that they had known each other for a long time before they started to hang out. However, that didn't stop inside sources from saying the non-couple appeared to be like an item. Starting off our listing in the number 10 spot, we have Miley Cyrus and Liam Hemsworth. When Miley released her new album Endless Summer Vacation, some of her fans started to think that the album's lyrics contained cheating allegations against her ex-husband Liam Hemsworth. With both Liam and Miley first meeting in 2009 when they were both filming on the set of the last song, by December of 2018 they would finally tie the knot, and after being in an on and off again relationship for years, after they both split in 2019. When fans began listening to Miley Cyrus's new song Muddy Feet, they were quick to link the track's lyrics to Miley and Liam's relationship, in which Miley sings about smelling perfume that doesn't belong to her on her partner. When she sings, "And you smell like perfume I didn't purchase. Now I know why you've been closing the curtains. Get the F out of my house. I don't know who the hell you think you are messing with. Get the F out of my house with that stuff. Get the F out of my life with that." The pointed track would come just 2 months after Miley released her first single off the album called Flowers, which she also sparked buzz among fans, as it was a dig at Hemsworth and proved that Liam did in fact cheat on the singer with Jennifer Lawrence, and it also went on to highlight the couple's marriage and that it was everything but perfect, and she never was the bad guy like Liam's family painted her to be. Number 9. Kim Kardashian and Kanye West. If you think a lot has happened since season 2 of The Kardashians, Kim Kardashian agrees. As in the first trailer for The Kardashians season 3, the mom of 4 can be heard saying, "I don't even know where we left off." When the producer reminds her that last season the Skims founder was dating Pete Davidson, she would then say, "Things changed really quickly." The trailer then took a sad turn after Khloe Kardashian asked ask Kim if she's feeling okay about everything, and this is where we can see Kim Kardashian breaking down when she says, "No, I'm not okay, I'm having such a hard day today." Amid Kim's divorce from Kanye West, her mother Kris Jenner can even seen being telling her daughter, saying that she has the weight of the world on her shoulders. Later, Kim can even be seen talking about what Kanye had to say about their kids being on social media during their heated divorce, when she said it was the most insane narrative and she was trying just to stay silent through all of the lies for her kids' sake. With season 3 premiering on Hulu May 25th, we know there's about to be some more drama to come with Kim and Kanye's dark divorce, and you can expect us to keep you all up to date on it. Hey everyone, are you liking this video so far? If so, don't forget to give it a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel so you never have to miss out on what we might just cover next. And trust me, you definitely want to tune into the next video. Coming in at the number 8 spot, we have Tom Cruise and Katie Holmes. When Katie Holmes and Tom Cruise finally got divorced after being married for 5 years, fans would be shocked to learn that she made the decision to leave her ex-husband because she had reason to fear for her life and her daughter's life. With Tom being heavily involved in the controversial religion Scientology, he has been a well-devoted member of the church. With the Church of Scientology being known for treating defectors with intimidation and brainwashing techniques, when Katie finally realized what the church was doing to her and her daughter, she knew she had to get away. So in order to do so, she immediately went into hiding when the news of their split broke. Katie had to do so because she couldn't let anyone know, including Tom, where she was going, because she had to get out and stay safe. The matter would be resolved in 11 days and Katie would be granted physical custody of the couple's former daughter, and it would even be stated that Tom couldn't bring their daughter anywhere near the church, and Katie wouldn't be allowed to have any public relationships for 5 years as Tom was scared it would embarrass him. But it makes you wonder what the church did that scared Katie so much. Number 7. Brad Pitt and Angelina Jolie. When Brad Pitt starred with Marion Cotillard in the drama Allied in 2016, rumors began circulating online, and in them they would claim that Brad was cheating on Angelina Jolie with his co-star. Of course, as many would remember in the past, the same rumor also plagued Brad when he was married to Jennifer Aniston, as when he was working on the set of Mr. and Mrs. Smith, the tabloids kept claiming that he was cheating on Jennifer Aniston with Angelina Jolie. With the rumors reaching a fever pitch, this is when we would see Angelina Jolie file for divorce from her ex-husband Brad Pitt on September 16th, 2019. But the truth would become so much darker than that, with the story honestly being a speculation as it follows. It is also alleged that the couple's relationship would come to an end after Brad was under the influence on a private plane with his family, and during an argument with Angelina when his adopted son stepped in to defend his mother, Angelina Jolie would claim that Brad actually struck him. And just 5 days later, Angelina would then file for a divorce. But that's not all. The Los Angeles Department of Child and Family Services and the FBI would then be called in to investigate the matter. Pitt would ultimately be cleared, but a long custody battle would end with a heartbreaking ending while Brad and Angelina agreed to share custody of their 6 kids, and Brad and his son have now remained estranged. Number 6. Johnny Depp and Amber Heard. During Johnny Depp's and Amber Heard's bitter court battles, things got a little heated for both the stars, and their darkest secrets would be revealed within their messy feud. Shortly after Amber filed for divorce in May of 2016, just 15 months after her marriage came to an end, Amber would accuse Depp of getting into a physical argument with her, and she went on to obtain a temporary restraining order against him. The actress also initially requested that she should be given spousal support from Johnny, but later withdrew her appeal. Johnny and his lawyers have since denied Amber's claims, even after the two finalized their divorce back in 2022. The duo would also enter into a highly publicized defamation trial where they would accuse each other of some pretty gruesome claims. However, at the end of the day, the jury ultimately ruled in favor of Depp and then ordered Amber to pay her ex-husband $15 million in damages after they found and proved she acted with malice to ruin Johnny's career. After the jury's findings, they also did determine that Depp's attorney did make one defamatory statement about Amber, and she would be awarded $2 million in compensation. But the whole trial didn't exactly paint Amber to be the person she was trying to make the world believe she was. Number 5. Kris Jenner and Robert Kardashian. Kris Jenner definitely proved she hasn't always chosen the right path when it comes to her love life. And in the wake of her separation from Caitlyn Jenner, Kris Jenner would state that the only regret she had in her life was the fact that she got divorced from her first husband, Robert Kardashian, back in 1991. Kris would then later talk about her marriage to Robert when she decided decided to publish a memoir. And in the memoir, she would reveal that her marriage only came crashing down after she decided to have an affair with her husband and their good family friend, Todd Waterman, while she was still married to Robert. Now, you would think that the affair would have been her biggest regret in life, but at the end of the day, she really just regrets that she wasn't able to end up with Robert before he passed away in 2003. Later, the star would also admit that if she didn't cheat, she would have never gotten with Caitlyn Jenner and gave birth to her two beautiful daughters, Kylie and Kendall. While she looked at it through that lens, she would then realize that she doesn't really have a lot of regrets when it comes to her life, except for cheating on her late ex-husband. Number 4. James Cameron and Linda Hamilton. James Cameron's ex-wife, Linda Hamilton, has always described James as being a man married to his job. That was until he was gone and got married to somebody else. While James Cameron's 1997 film Titanic sunk his own relationship, his fourth wife, Linda Hamilton, once came out to shade James from the Titanic film point of view when she said, "The Titanic was the mistress he left me for." The Terminator star then went on to describe every year she was married to the director as being one of the most terrible things to happen on almost every level. She also claimed that James was also consumed so much by his work almost every day with his cinematic Leviathan. In the 90s, during the couple's former divorce settlement, Linda would also be able to walk away with a $50 million settlement, and it would be described as being one of Hollywood's biggest divorce settlements that Hollywood has ever seen at this time. James then went on to get married quickly to his actual human mistress, who happened to be the Titanic actress Susie Amiz. Number 3. Alec Baldwin and Kate Basinger. After Alec Baldwin and his ex-wife Kim Basinger finally got divorced, their custody battle would go on over their daughter Ireland for years to come. Eventually, an infamous voicemail would then start to be leaked all over media sites after Alec could be seen calling his daughter, who was 11 years old at the time, a rude and thoughtless pig. While the voicemail definitely went on to paint a not so pleasing picture of Alec, it really started to show how he treated his family. By 2008, the former couple's divorce would then be filed with hundreds of legal documents, 91 court proceedings, and approximately $3 million in legal fees. And things will remain pretty heated between the two. But it wasn't really shocking, as how could you say such hurtful things about your own child? But more than a decade later, in 2016, Kim would reveal that things between her and her ex finally cooled down as the pair noticed that they had to be better co-parents for their daughter, as their feud was affecting her negatively. But thank goodness they came to that thought. Number 2. Princess Diana and Prince Charles. Princess Diana's marriage to Prince Charles was extremely strained, and when the media began reporting about both of their infidelities, Queen Elizabeth once even had to write them a letter where she gave them one chilling demand. When the Queen urged both Diana and Charles to get a divorce, by August of 1996, her will would be done, as the young couple went their separate ways after a notorious stressful marriage. However, things would become even darker, as after Charles and Diana finally finalized their divorce, Diana would be stripped of her Royal Highness status, so the family could make a mockery out of her. This meant that she would have to curtsy to those who had it, including her own children. Later, Diana would pass away in a mysterious car crash after she started to leak royal secrets to the press. And since her passing has many conspiracy theories that all point fingers at the royal family, as they claim, but seriously, the fact she knew she was going to pass away in a car crash just weeks before it happened is a pretty unsettling thought. And coming in at number 1 today, we have Madonna and Guy Ritchie. Madonna and director Guy Ritchie had a pretty interesting 8-year marriage, to say at least. When the former couple's marriage came to an end in 2008, the Material Girl singer even had to pay Ritchie $92 million in a settlement, and their divorce is still highlighted to be one of the world's biggest divorce payouts to this day in Hollywood history. And if the couple's split couldn't get any more messier, this is when Madonna's lawyers also started to accuse Ritchie of being verbally incorrect, as he couldn't stop calling Madonna a granny. While Ritchie's lawyers have also gone on to accuse Madonna of being emotionally controlling, the world would soon come to know that it isn't really easy to date Madonna, as she rarely allowed her husband to eat meat, and she never let him host his friends at their home. With the two having such a complicated relationship, maybe it isn't exactly a tragedy that they both split up. Starting off our list today, in the number 10 spot, we have Khloe Kardashian and Tristan Thompson. On February 19, 2019, news would break and claim that Tristan Thompson had cheated on Khloe Kardashian Kardashian with her sister Kylie Jenner's best friend Jordyn Woods. If the drama couldn't get any more messier, Jordyn would then, on March 1st, 2019, address all the allegations when she sat down with Jada Pinkett Smith for a tell-all interview on the Red Table Talk show. And in the interview, she would say, "On the way out, he did kiss me. No passion, no nothing on the way out. He just kissed me. It was a kiss on the lip, but no tongue kisses. No making out, nothing." While the couple would later get back together, sadly, it wouldn't be the first time that the basketball star has been caught cheating on the reality TV star, as back in March of 2018, the basketball player was also videotaped kissing another woman just days before his and Khloe's daughter was born. And let's not forget, when Khloe finally gave him a third chance, he would shock the world again after we found out that he cheated on Khloe for a third time in December 2021 after US Weekly confirmed that Marley Nichols welcomed a baby and the father was indeed Tristan Thompson. But I guess that's what happens when you date a man from Canada, as we aren't always as nice as you would think we are, because the world is lying to you. Number 9. Justin Bieber and Selena Gomez. Selena Gomez and Justin Bieber first started dating in 2010, and from the start of their relationship, they were always off and on for around 8 years, with their relationship definitely being an interesting roller coaster ride, as one month they would be spotted packing on the PDA or walking hand in hand. The next moment, they would both be shading each other all over social media or in interviews. With many fans trying to figure out why the couple just wasn't getting along, we would all be left feeling pretty shocked after Selena Gomez's best friend Taylor Swift seemingly revealed that Justin Bieber once even cheated on Selena after she liked a super shady post about it on Tumblr. This would all happen after Taylor entered into a pretty public feud with Justin and his manager Scooter Braun. Taylor then went on to like a button on the post that read, "We haven't gotten to communicate our differences. You cheated on her best friend, then publicly sided with the man who made a revenge tape against her. Was she supposed to invite you over for tea? F out of here." Hey my little bobas, are you liking this video so far? If so, don't forget to give it a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel so you never have to miss out on what we might just cover next. And trust me, you definitely don't want to miss the tea in the next video. Number 8. Robert Pattinson and Kristen Stewart. Kristen Stewart and Robert Pattinson quickly became couple goals after they started dating in 2009. However, when rumors started to hit the web and claimed that the Twilight actress had cheated on her then boyfriend with married Snow White and the Huntsman director Rupert Saunders, the internet would lose its mind and it would force Kristen to come out and issue a public apology for the scandal. In her apology, Kristen would then say, "I'm deeply sorry for the hurt and embarrassment I've caused to those close to me and everyone this has affected. This momentary indiscretion has jeopardized the most important thing in my life, person I love and respect the most, Rob. I love him, I'm so sorry." In the beginning, the couple tried to work things out through the scandal and they stayed together, but after a year, they realized they just weren't meant to be together and they decided to move on and call it quits, crushing all of our Twilight fantasies in the process. Number 7. Zayn Malik and Perry Edwards. At one point in life, we were all obsessed with Zayn Malik's and Perry Edwards' relationship. And then we would all be left feeling heartbroken in March of 2015 after rumors started to circulate online claiming that Zayn had cheated on the blonde beauty after he was pictured cozying up to a mystery girl. Zayn first tried to deny all the allegations by heading to his Twitter page to say, "I'm 22 years old. I love a girl named Perry Edwards, and there's lots of jealous F's in this world. I'm sorry for what it looks like." However, in August of 2015, just months after Zayn decided to leave his boy band group One Direction, fans would be devastated after he revealed that he officially called off his engagement to Perry. The Little Mix singer then later alleged that Zayn did in fact cheat on her after she released her song, "Shout Out to My Ex," and shortly after, Zayn would then jump into a relationship with Gigi Hadid, so maybe she was the mystery girl after all. Number 6. Louis Tomlinson and Eleanor Calder. Louis Tomlinson and Eleanor Calder were together for 4 years before they decided to break up in March of 2015, with reports at the time claiming that their breakup happened because the musician just had a hectic work schedule. People magazine would even report an inside source told them they tried really hard to make it work, but it was just impossible. He was always away for 9 months a year and they just grew apart. But apparently, this just wasn't the case. Just after the article was published, Louis would then be spotted kissing another girl in Thailand, and after the picture started to go viral, rumors quickly started to spread online, and in them, people people would claim that Lewis had cheated on the social media star. Lewis would then later confirm that the rumors were true after he released various songs about the incident in his debut solo album, Walls, where he sang about hurting someone he loves, and it didn't take long for fans to prove that that person was in fact Eleanor. Number 5. Niall Horan and Haley Steinfeld. When rumors first started swirling online claiming that Niall Horan and Haley Steinfeld were dating back in February of 2018, just after they were spotted getting pretty cozy at a Backstreet Boys concert, when they were finally photographed sharing a kiss in August of 2018, fans of the couple would finally get the confirmation they were waiting for, and the couple was in fact dating. But unfortunately, the two would have to call it quits in December of that year, and after they went their separate ways, it definitely didn't seem like they ended on the best of terms, as later Haley would even come out seemingly to shade the pop star multiple times on her Instagram stories when she released her song Wrong Direction in January of 2020. She even went on to allege that her relationship with Niall ended because he cheated on her, when she sang in her song, "Looking back, I probably should have known, but I just wanted to believe that you were out sleeping alone. Love me with your worst intentions, didn't even stop to question. Every time you burn me down, don't know how, for a moment it felt like heaven. Love me with your worst intentions, painted us a happy ending." Haley was definitely in her feels, but hey, at least she was able to write a fire song about it. Number 4. Tana Mongeau and Brad Souza. Tana Mongeau and Brad Souza first made things official back in December of 2018, and after they started to post a ton of PDA snaps together. But in April of 2019, Tana revealed that they had split after Tana caught Brad sending another girl some pretty flirty DMs. Tana would then reveal everything that happened in the YouTube video when she said, "A lot of crazy things happened at Coachella, and during it all, I wound up finding out a lot of really effed up stuff. I woke up the next day expecting to have like a private breakup, and I got online to see a bunch of screenshots of girls saying and showing a lot of stuff. Some of it fake, some of it not, going really viral about Brad." In his own words, Brad would also confirm that all the allegations in Tana's videos were true when he said, "What happened in her videos is true. There was a little bit of over-exaggeration to some of it, but what she said was going on is what I've done. I mean, I don't blame her for speaking her mind and her truth and her heat." Brad then went on to claim that he never physically cheated on Tana, but he did admit he was sending inappropriate messages to other girls when he said he was under the influence, and regardless of the situation, when he realized what he did was wrong, he wished he could take it all back because no one ever gave him what Tana was really giving him. Number 3. Noah Cyrus and Lil Xan. Noah Cyrus and Lil Xan made their first red carpet debut as a couple in 2018 at the MTV Video Music Awards in August of 2018, and they would shock their fans after they split just 1 month later. After their breakup didn't exactly end well, with both stars accusing each other of cheating on their social media accounts, Lil Xan first took to his Instagram account to say, "I feel like I'm probably being cheated on. I broke up with her because she was all over another dude." Noah later then came out to shut down all the rumors when she decided to write her own post on what truly happened after she took to her Instagram to say, "The truth is, I haven't seen him in almost a week. Every time we try to hang out, something always got in the way. I then saw a picture of a girl on a court in his story at 2 a.m. When I FaceTimed him later on, I noticed a hickey. He told me it was just a bruise. I decided to give him the benefit of a doubt and ignored it. Cheaters like to accuse their partners of cheating to make themselves feel less guilty," which is the truth. "This isn't the first time this has happened to me, and I'm being forced to deal with some crazy allegations when I'm not even sure where this all came from." The singer then went on to call the rapper by his real name, Diego, when she said, "I've been there for you during your dark times, Diego. When you felt alone, like no one was there for you, I was. If this is your way of breaking up with me and breaking my heart along with it, then you've succeeded." Number 2. Charlie D'Amelio and Chase Hudson. When Chase Hudson was accused of cheating on Charlie in March of 2020, just 2 months after they were speculated to be dating, Josh Richards' diss track called Still Softish would spark the cheating rumors and accuse Chase of his infidelity. With the two publicly splitting in April of 2020, the relationship rumors would start to make headlines shortly after. Fast forward to July 2020, Charlie would then accuse Chase of cheating on her, and in August 2020 on Twitter, when she posted a now deleted tweet saying, "I hope she was worth it." In response, Chase would then take to his own social media in a since deleted post to say, "All of this drama is going on because I kissed Nessa when we were both single." Charlie then quoted his tweet with his post with a kiss and added, "Then you shouldn't have come over to my house after without telling me." The entire internet then started to freak out after Chase then posted a since deleted photo from his notes app where he seemingly called out his friends and other influencers for their alleged infidelities. Charlie then went on to call the singer out again after she took to her Instagram to say, "Stop deflecting your actions onto others because you can't take responsibility, Chase." On July 8th of 2020, Charlie then took to her Instagram live to tell her fans that she and Chase had a very long talk and they just realized that they weren't right for each other. And coming in at number 1 today, we have Dove Cameron and Ryan McCartan. Once upon a time, Dove Cameron and Ryan were the ultimate Disney power couple. And if you're a Disney fan, then you know that the stars' relationship wasn't exactly pretty when their relationship came to an end. When Ryan accused Dove of cheating on him during a Q&A session with his fans, after a fan asked him what his proudest moment was, he would say, "Within 2 weeks, my fiance cheated on me and left me, and I almost passed away from food poisoning. I truly didn't think I would be able to make it through that part of my life. I'm proudest of the light that came from the darkness and my ability to survive and turn the anger and sadness I had into positive life changes and a new way forward." Ryan would then later talk about his relationship with Dove, and he would head to his Instagram account to say, "I think Dove and I fundamentally agree about our relationship with one another. We were young and immature, our relationship was dysfunctional, we were a bad match. She has made claims about me and about our past that I don't think are fair or even true, but she is entitled to her opinion." While the actor also claimed that he was also entitled to his own opinion, he then went on to explain that despite their rocky past, the two had no hard feelings between each other now. But talk about a messy breakup, and Disney definitely wasn't happy about this scandal, that's for sure. Starting off our list today at number 10, we have Justin Bieber. So although Hailey Bieber isn't exactly a normal person, she has lived a lifetime in the limelight thanks to her uber famous talented family members such as Stephen Baldwin and Alec Baldwin. Still, with coming from such a talented family, it makes you wonder why Hailey herself isn't really that talented. But with saying that, did you know at one point in time Hailey was actually once a Belieber, just like the rest of us, as she was constantly tweeting about how much she loved Justin Bieber and Selena Gomez and how they were such a perfect couple. And she was even briefly introduced to Justin by her father Steven in 2009. And there has also been photos of Hailey waiting in line as Justin took photos with his fans outside of a New York City hotel in 2012. By 2018, just 6 months after Justin Bieber broke up with Selena, he would then tie the knot with Hailey, but apparently their relationship isn't the strongest, and we may see the couple divorce shortly. Number 9, Jennifer Lawrence. After Jennifer Lawrence and art dealer Cook Maroney were introduced by a mutual friend, Laura Simpson, it wouldn't be long until things quickly escalated and things between them started to get a little more serious. As just a few months following their first date, US Weekly would confirm that the duo were engaged after the Hunger Games star was spotted wearing a large diamond ring. 4 months later, US would then confirm that the two had tied the knot in a small ceremony in Rhode Island. Although Jennifer has always preferred to keep her relationship private, it has been stated that before Cook even met Jennifer, he was actually a really big fan of the X-Men actor, and he was even completely smitten about her since he met her. When the two did finally tie the knot, their guest list would include everyone from Adele to Kris Jenner. And in February 2022, Jennifer even gave birth to the couple's first child. They're thriving. Hey my little peaches, are you liking this video so far? If so, don't forget to give it a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel. Coming in at number 8, we have Liam Payne. When Liam Payne met fan Maya Henry at a meet and greet, he had no idea that he was also going to meet his future girlfriend and fiance. Liam first met Maya at a One Direction meet and greet back in 2015, but they didn't get along until a few years later. The couple then went public with their relationship in 2019, and Liam would then propose to Maya in August of 2020. Of course, not all relationships last, not even engagement, so as of 2021, the couple would call off their engagement. Now the split only lasted for a short time as both Liam and Maya got back together just to split again in May of 2022. And then by April of 2022, the couple would confirm that they tried their hardest to make the relationship work, and although they shared some wonderful memories together, they were calling it quits for good. Number 7, Patrick Dempsey. Patrick Dempsey became an instant heartthrob after he landed the role of Derek McDreamy in the series Grey's Anatomy. But thankfully for the actor, his love life hasn't been as complicated or dramatic as it appears on the show. Stepping away from the spotlight, the actor has never been happier, having met his wife Gillian Fink in 1994 when Patrick Patrick walked into Fink's Los Angeles hair salon for an appointment. What began as an occasional haircut and banter quickly developed into a relationship, and in 1997, the two quickly fell in love and decided to get married just 2 years later in 1999. Today, the couple is still stronger than ever as they have 3 children, but they did go through a little bit of a rough patch as they did have a brief divorce scare in 2015. Luckily, they were able to work through their differences and stay together, as they are honestly a really cute couple, and they showed us that things can be patched up as long as you work with your partner and you're willing to work with them. Your relationship is meant to be. Number 6. Prince William. Prince William once revealed that prior to meeting the love of his life, Kate Middleton, he once went into her dorm room one time and noticed that she had posters of the young prince hung all over the college dorm wall. Turns out that Kate is a huge fan of the royal family before she even entered into it, and she even had a major crush on William. One of Kate's old dorm mates outed the Princess of Wales for having a big fat beady crush on her future husband back in the day. Now, these stories did naturally make their way back to Kate, and she went on to officially deny them during her first interview as a future royal. But her roommate Nicole then went on to explain in the book that Kate even joined the other Will superfans on campus trying to sneak peek at the royal when his school visited Kate's school for various events. When the couple did get together, they went on to get married in 2011, and now they share 3 children together. Number 5. Ariana Grande. When Ariana finally got married to Dalton Gomez, fans would become extremely emotional over the singer's private wedding, as not only was Dalton her real estate agent at one point, but he was also a giant fan of the singer, and their relationship story is actually pretty sweet. For a long time, both Ariana and Dalton have had a pretty private love life, even despite the fact that they have been pictured in public together for years now. The two first met when he was helping Ariana find a home, and then later on Ariana would make her move and ask the real estate agent out, and they soon started to get very serious as they spent all of 2019 together. Even when they announced their relationship, they would do it in such a unique way, as she showed their relationship in the song Stuck With You that she collaborated on with Justin Bieber. At the end of the video, Ariana and Dalton can be seen dancing together, hugging, kissing in the bedroom, and it was pretty huge for the couple as this was their first sign of an official relationship status. Number 4. Steve Harvey. If you don't believe in love at first sight and that it can happen, ask Steve Harvey about how he met Marjorie Bridges. So it turns out that Steve actually met Marjorie in 1990 when she walked in late to a stand-up comedy set Harvey was performing at. Later on in an interview, Marjorie would recount the time that she walked in late on Steve's now canceled talk show, and then he stopped abruptly. Everything went quiet and it caused everyone in the room to look at her. Steve then decided to make a sweet gesture that she would remember for a lifetime when he said, "I don't know who this is, but I'm gonna marry her." While the connection was immediate, they ultimately went their separate ways just a few weeks of dating, as Steve disappeared on her as he just wasn't in a good place financially, and he was very focused on his career at a time. A decade later, the two then reconnected after Steve's bodyguard told him that he only saw him happy with her, and before he went to do something stupid like marry another woman, he was calling Marjorie for him, and now the two are happily married. Number 3. Nicolas Cage. Nicolas Cage was married to Alice Kim from 2004 to 2016, and when the couple first met, she was actually working as a waitress in Los Angeles. At the time, Kim was only 19 years old, meaning she's actually 20 years younger than Cage. Just after the pair got married, in just a few short years, they would eventually split because Alice's mom even once told the couple that Alice was too young for Cage, so Cage knew that there was going to be problems if he stayed with Alice. Shortly after Alice got with Nicholas, her career in acting actually started to take off as she appeared in the movie Next, which also featured Nicholas, as he starred as a Las Vegas magician who can see into the future as he is pursued by the FBI agents seeking to use his abilities to prevent a nuclear attack. With the couple splitting in 2016, it would be the longest relationship Nicholas has ever been in, and the two even ended on a good note, as Alice was even pictured taking part of his celebration at his latest wedding back in 2021. Number 2. George Clooney. Just 3 years before she started dating George Clooney, not only did Sarah Larson win an episode on NBC series Fear Factor, but she was also a really big fan of George, and she even started hanging out with George when he celebrated his birthday at the Las Vegas resort that she had worked at. And then they reconnected at the premiere of Ocean's 13 in 2007. But when George abruptly left the former cocktail waitress, she would be left feeling shocked, heartbroken, and even moved back to Las Vegas. At one point, Sarah even thought her and George would get married, and when she actually ended up getting dumped, she found herself teary-eyed, packing her bags, and walking out the door of the couple's home they shared together in Los Angeles. To add more insult to the injury, the month George broke up with her was the month Harper Bazaar would feature Larson posed on a motorcycle with the headline saying, "It girl Sarah Larson, don't hate her because she's beautiful, fearless, and dates George Clooney." And in this magazine, she would gush about her love for the star. And coming in number 1 today, we have Matthew Lewis. Matthew Lewis is known for his role in the Harry Potter franchise as he plays Neville Longbottom. And he married one of his biggest fans, Angela Jones, in 2018. And in A String of Fate, the franchise also plays a huge key role in his romance with Angela. According to TMZ, the pair first met at an event for the Wizarding World of Harry Potter in January of 2016, when Angela was an event planner at Universal Studios in Orlando. From there, it seems like they hit things off right away, as Angela once detailed in her lifestyle blog, Sunshine State of Me, that her whole world would be turned upside down the day she met Matthew, as she never believed in a soulmate until they met. And with the two coming from different countries, they were still one of the same. Later that year, Matthew would then pop the question in Paris, and from there the rest was history, and leave it to Neville to create such a magical love story.